There's a house at the edge of Briar Woods that no one dares visit. Not since the Thompsons disappeared. It's been abandoned for over a decade. Yet every night, a light flickers in the upstairs window, glowing dimly through the trees. Most in Hollow Creek avoid it. One night, Emma's curiosity got the better of her. Growing up, she'd heard the stories about the Thompsons. Some say they left without warning. Others believe something took them. Emma didn't believe in ghost stories. She believed in facts. And the fact was, no one had been inside that house since they vanished. With her phone flashlight in hand, she followed the overgrown path, the autumn air chilling her skin. The gate creaked as she pushed it open, dead leaves crunching beneath her feet. The house loomed, windows dark and grimy. Yet, she couldn't help but notice the faint glow in the upstairs window. Taking a deep breath, she twisted the doorknob. It was unlocked. Inside, the air was thick with dust and decay. The furniture was still in place, as though the family had left in a hurry. A chair was overturned near the kitchen table, and a plate of food, now moldy, sat abandoned. Time had frozen in this house. The silence was suffocating, but Emma pressed on, her flashlight casting shadows in the gloom. She climbed the stairs, each step groaning. At the top, she saw the door to the upstairs room, the one with the light. It was slightly ajar. Her heart raced as she pushed it open, the wood scraping across the floor. The room was empty, no furniture, no sign of life. But in the corner facing the window stood a tall, shadowy figure. Emma froze, her breath catching. The figure didn't move. Its back was to her, head slightly bowed. The air grew colder. She took a step forward, her flashlight trembling in her hand. "Hello?" she whispered. The figure twitched, her heart pounded. Slowly, it began to turn toward her. But as it moved, she saw something that made her blood run cold. It had no face. Just a smooth, featureless surface where eyes, nose, and mouth should be. Yet somehow it was staring at her. Suddenly, the room grew darker. Her phone flickered, then died. Emma backed toward the door, legs trembling. The faceless figure stepped forward, slow, deliberate. She ran, down the stairs, through the hallway, and out the front door, not stopping until she was back on the street. She gasped for breath, turning to look at the house one last time. The upstairs window was dark. For weeks after that night, Emma tried to convince herself it had been a trick of the light, her imagination playing games. But every time she passed the woods, her eyes would drift toward the house. The light never came on again. But sometimes, late at night, when the wind was just right, she swore she could hear footsteps on the stairs, the rustling of dead leaves, and the slow scrape of a door being opened. And though she would never admit it aloud, Emma knew she wasn't the last one the watcher had seen.